What's going on, everyone? It's Ryan here from Nefarious Comics. I'm alongside the queen of comics herself, the one and only nerdy girl. How are you, Danielle?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Man, I'll tell you what's up. Now, all the way from Providence, Rhode Island, we got the man with the killer fashion sense with a gangster hat right there. I'd like to introduce you guys to my friend Tim from SlabStrong. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you both doing?
Man,
Good.
listen, I'm great.
So this is momentous. This is our first sports person on the channel with us.
I'm the funnest sports person you'll ever have on this channel when it comes to this hobby. I guarantee you that.
Well, on that note,
one.
Yeah, tell us about who you are.
Yeah, Tim, you already mentioned it, Providence, Rhode Island. I love representing Rhode Island everywhere I go. So I make a colorized protective case for graded collectibles, right? So right now I just have PSA, BGS, CSG, but I'm going to get into comics too and coins. So it's just, something fun, provides protection. You go to a trade show, everyone's going to more shows now and carrying them around just in plastic bags. So, but I also wanted to make sure it was fun, right? I want to make sure I hit the guys that have, $50 to $500 slabs as well, and they just want to make it look cool. So that's what.
And I love them because there are so many different color combinations that you can match it to any really any card background, especially the multicolor ones on the hollow cards. They're so dope.
Yeah. So guys, SlabStrong is the name of Tim's company, and I think he's really ahead of the curve on this. And I'll tell you why. I'm in the comic game, not too different from the card game in the sense that they're all graded collectibles. Now, especially on some of the older gen comic holders, these things, when you're moving around, you're moving, be it 5, 10, 15, 20 different slabs. These things are banging around in transit. Maybe you're shipping them and they can crack. And there is nothing worse with the current state of affairs in the collectible industry of turnaround times, trying to get your cases, your product recased. And, let's say you have, what's a big card right now? Like maybe a Neymar. He's a big dude. So you got a $100,000 Neymar card. You crack the case right down the middle. That is horrible. You have to then ship it. What if it gets lost in the mail?
Or scratch it when you scratch the cards because it protects them from getting scratched too and scuffed, right?
Well, and that's the thing. So I don't know when it changed for you guys. I'm sure recently, but it became, everyone was just buying the card or the comic book itself, right? And now it's getting graded. So now you're buying, extra piece to show you how great your comic book is, right? But now, would you want to buy from someone a case that's all scratched up? Now the case itself is actually important. So that's kind of the progression and how I was looking at things was, and even the grading company that you're using, right? That's a big thing. So that's why I also designed it the way I did. But yeah, man, I think that, and also, I've had a situation where someone has already dropped the slab, and instead of sending it out because the corner was cracked, they just put my product around it. Can't see it. It makes it look good again. But yeah, a bunch of reasons why people, I think, are
saved it.
Well, Tim, can you give us a close up and just walk through exactly what your product is and what it does for the card?
Yeah, so I have about 8 main colors. So this is just one of the normal protective cases. So I designed it to take away the scratch points, right? So they actually don't touch each other anymore, even without a bag on it. Also, I wanted to make sure I framed the tag because, like I was saying, especially in the sports world, the grading companies are very important. I know in comics, it's really what CGC is the big guys, and they're controlling it.
There's a couple, but CGC really leads it. Same as PSA and cards.
Oh, yeah. They dominate. But and then I started getting into. So I have 8 main colors, right? You can color match almost any card at this point. I have 5 more colors coming for TCG stuff. But what I'm really excited about, because keep in mind, protection, that's the main focus, right? But I'd like to have a lot of fun, so I got these. Really,
I love the multicolors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope on the Pokemon.
Yeah, so I got silver flakes coming in this one. Like, for instance, this one is kind of like a tiger stripe print. So it's really about, like I said, you're going to transport these things, keep them protected, but you might as well make it your own collection, right? If we have this same card, maybe you want an all black case, maybe you want an all red, maybe I want my tiger stripe red, but now I make a collection that maybe you have, but now it's my own too. So that's kind of where I'm going with the color part of it. But yeah, it's just a simple, just like a phone case for an iPhone.
That's so
what it
cool.
is. Simple idea, and yeah, it's changed my life, honestly.
So I have to give, so Ryan, I just want to jump in really quick here because I met Tim on Clubhouse and we were in a room, and I have to say that I admire your hustle for getting your product out there, because this guy has been on like a nationwide tour, just going shop to shop to shop like a gangbuster and just promoting his product, taking orders, leaving demos. And I just have to give you kudos for your hustle and your ambition.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sure you guys are doing, like, I mean, thank you so much, right? Like, I definitely I'm hustling. But with that said, you're a good example. I just met Nefarious Comics like recently, right, to get on here. And this is proof to me that it does take hard work. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of luck and a lot of, Danielle, a lot of the connections I've made is simply just telling my story, having a good product, and making sure
networking.
Keep my word with people. So it's been my hustle. But at the same time, it's definitely been a bunch of good people that have definitely helped me along, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think that there's definitely a need and a demand for this product. I can't wait till you move into comics. You're mentioning you're going into coins as well when you and I spoke. So before we move too far past it, what's the cost of your product? Where can people get it?
Yeah, so SlabStrong.com is that's the easiest way to get it, right? That's my website. So SlabStrong.com. I have 4 main grading companies there, but also you can also message me on Instagram. They have my Instagram up. So that's where I've been starting to get the market for these custom ones, and you can order straight from me too. Maybe you don't want to buy a 10-pack. Maybe you just need 8 of them. Right, but I don't have an 8-pack, so I can give you a different deal than if you buy. I don't want you to buy 8 singles, right? I don't want you to spend that crazy money. I want you to be able to still afford your collection, right? So a 10-pack is $59.99, but that's free shipping. And let's say a 3-pack is $24.99, free shipping. And like I said, you can also just contact me directly, and I'll just weigh out how many you buy and give you a better deal than, like I said, making you buy one. So yeah, you're getting them anywhere between $6 and $8 at this point.
Well, that's really exciting. Now, how long has your product been? How long have you been in the game for?
So very early on, because I'm a big Shark Tank watcher, I got my patent pending very early on, and so officially, I actually don't remember the date because I got so May 20th I went to Dallas and I opened up my website. But before that, I was selling a few here and there. So but I always tell people May 20th when my website opened of last year. So under a year, and I'm just having a great time.
Well, that's amazing. Now, when you and I were talking, you were telling me about some of the companies you've been working with, and I was pretty impressed. So, Tim, why don't you share with everyone, who are you working with right now? It's a big deal.
Yeah, so this all goes back to I've had a lot of support. My grind is definitely, I got to give myself kudos for that. I do, but I mean, look, right? Even people that I'm not even necessarily working yet that have helped me get into. So we have a good friend Carvin who created cards. He's the one that got me into GTS, which is a massive distribution company, right? So you can buy my product if you're an LCS shop. You can get it on GTS.
Awesome.
I actually sold my 3rd day in business. I sold 300 pieces to actual PSA themselves, Collectors Universe. Yep, and they gave those out at the National. Coming up. This is what thank you for asking this because coming up at the National this year. When I had this idea, I really wanted to make 3 specific things that I wanted to, when I did scale, to give back, right? So I have a pink one for breast cancer awareness. I have a mosaic design for autism. But the one my first vision was, how do I make a red, white, and blue one? I couldn't injection mold 3 colors. It just makes it look bad. Yeah. But then I created these, and at the National, I'll be working with Signature for Soldiers and a few other brands. The Signature for Soldiers, I want to make sure they get their props at the National, and we'll be donating my American flag ones and 100% of everything, not even profit. 100%.
I love that. That's awesome.
Let's see. Some of my best friends in
That's
the
awesome.
industry are, I met them less than, well, about 2 years now. I've actually known them, but Corey from Show Your Slabs, he'll be at my wedding. Actually, I'm going to tell him not to come to my wedding though, because the industry summit's in Vegas. So he'll hear about this later. Like an idea.
Corey.
I gotta tell him to, like, bro, you can't come to my wedding, bro. You gotta represent for us at the industry summit. But I mean, stand-up displays. Jeff Wilson is a partner of mine. So who else, man? So many good. Zion Cases, which is big in the sports world. I'm sure they'll start getting into comics if they haven't already.
I wish they would, because those cases are dope. So Zion, if you see this and you hear this, work on the mold.
Yeah, we'll hook up with Clint. We'll put the pressure on him. Man, so many. I don't want to forget anyone. Oh, there's a couple new companies coming up, just like me, right? There's a great company. I've got a friend, Trade Safe, and they're trying to like hit the trade.
We'll have them on soon, hopefully.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Who else? I mean, guys in Canada. So Mint Inc. Brad, PSA Canada, Brad. Oh, and I just did a deal with MNT, which is a grading company out of Canada. So I got a lot of love in Canada. Yeah, a lot of love in Canada. Man, so many. And then
I'm sure that makes Ryan happy as a fellow Canadian.
Oh yeah, down here in Ottawa, Canada, represent all the Canadian people. Those are some pretty serious names that you just dropped. You're definitely on the upswing. The fact that you're making yourself available for your clientele to reach out to you directly through your Instagram, I think is very good. It's always nice to, have that personal interaction with your clients and whatnot. And I know the amount of time involved, and so kudos to you for doing that. And so you guys, Danielle and Tim, you guys were just both at the Big Mint Collective show in Las Vegas. And Danielle, you and I held off about talking about this on the show until Tim was on. So tell us about that show, guys. That's a big deal.
I mean, so that was cool meeting Danielle for the first time.
Yeah, that was fun.
So it was, I loved it, right? Because I knew the expectations that it wasn't necessarily a card show. There was big stuff there. Was there big comics there? Was there anything like that or nothing?
I know that Vinny brought in a couple books with him, but there weren't really comic books in the room. But for me, I loved that show because, first of all, it was such good energy. I mean, on preview night, they had like hors d'oeuvres walking around the room. Like we've never had that in any comic book show ever. And it was just really, it was a great networking show. Like I know that there wasn't a ton of, and there were some booths that were selling. There was some breaking going on, but I loved the networking at that show and just getting to finally put faces to names and voices.
It's funny as you were saying that, because like we just know, like, you remember growing up, like stuff like this was like, oh, like nerdy stuff. Like you call yourself nerdy go comic, right? Listen, everyone in this, I mean, not everyone, right? There's got to be a few, but this hobby, there's some cool people, man. We're in Vegas too, right? So it was a card show, and then we were all hanging out, getting to know each other better, and really, like, it was a community building show with massive people though. But from the top down, I mean, we were. I was in a bar with Eddie Investacard, our guy Jeremy Allen, and our guy Jordan, and the guys from Beckett that like do acquisitions were sitting right there. I ended up talking to them and threw a slab against the wall in a bar in Vegas. No, it was an amazing event.
That's awesome.
I did well with sales and everything. So I mean, it was just awesome event. And then there's so much networking, and like he said earlier, I'm on a bunch of videos that I probably don't even know about, but as long as someone's seeing it, it's fine with me,
All that matters, right? The exposure. So I have to say, I thought that was a really great show. I don't have another card show to compare it to, but for like a first card show to ever go to, I loved the whole just energy of that show.
That's awesome.
It was fun.
Yeah, I wish I could have made it. So Tim, listen, tell us what's next in 2022 for you guys at SlabStrong. What's your plan for the year?
Yeah, so I'm concentrating more on, and I don't want to speak too early, but I just talked to one of the big grading companies. They definitely like my product. I'm going to work it out, so we'll see. But I'm going to continue to honestly reach out to other small businesses or bigger businesses than me and show them what I got. I'm going to continue to kind of get this machine well oiled. I'm still very new. Danielle will tell you from like private conversations around Clubhouse, like I'm still very new to the business world. but I know I can make connections, and I know I can. I know not to be an influencer, but have a lot of fun in this hobby, to be recognized. And so, yeah, I'm just going to keep grinding, make more deals, sell more product. I'll have new grading,
More colors, I'm sure.
more color, yeah, everything. And then, we do a podcast as well called Slab Business. Corey from Show You Slabs and I on his channel. So that's just something fun we do. But that's something like I'm sure you guys do, where it's just building, right? And you haven't so you never know what's going to happen with it. I get married this year, October 1st.
That's big.
Yep, getting married this year. So that's probably the biggest thing, right? Like, so having a business is fun and all, but at the end of the day, I'm hoping this provides for my family, and I never have to go back to work. I lost my job in the pandemic. Nikki lost her job. They didn't, no unemployment type stuff. So for me, it's like, man, as long as I can provide for my family,
it's all good.
Yeah.
So I have to say, like, it's really hard to once you are your own boss and you're doing your own thing. I think it's really hard to go back and let someone be the boss of you. Like, that's probably one of my biggest drives, right? Is no one's the boss of me. And like, I can't imagine working for someone else because Ryan, I just really love the freedom I have.
Yeah.
Imagine my mouth working for someone else. They'll fire me for my profanity.
Listen, I was just thinking about having to send a report you submitted back to you and getting the feedback from you on my notes. Jeez. So Danielle, listen, I don't think you're going to have to put a resume out anywhere in the foreseeable future. And Tim, the trajectory that you're on, my friend, you know what I mean? I was telling you this on the phone, but when Danielle was telling me about you, the first thing she says was this guy, the drive he has, and he is working it and he is grinding. And listen, if you're basically getting endorsed by PSA, I don't really think you have too much to worry about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no shit.
Congratulations and everything. I think it's a wonderful product. And, I have a few cards. I'm going to probably put an order in very soon.
I'm going to throw the website up again. You can find Tim at SlabStrong on Instagram. I love that.
I'm SlabStrong too, but that's the business page, and you know me, Danielle, I can't be too corporate, so come find me. And also, if you're out there and you don't want to contact me on Instagram, when you go to my website and you purchase a 10-pack, you can put in the notes that you want 2 red, 2 blue, or something like that. So there
to like color, to like customize your pack. So add notes because you can mix and match colors. What else? What's your next show?
I will be going to, I don't even know if I can say this, but can I say it?
I hope so.
All right, really quickly. So I think filming. I don't know if I'm filming. I'm going to be filming, but I'm going to be down with Jackass in New York. We used to make videos. Corey used to make videos for me with the slab ass. They saw it. Mark Zablo hooked me up. So anyways, Jackass. I'm going down to, we'll be in Toronto soon, Dallas soon, San Diego soon. So all over. No
rest for the wicked. Well, listen, Tim, I am thrilled that you were able to find the time in your busy schedule to come on and to spend some time with Danielle, myself, and everyone else here. And guys, we're just around the 1,000 follower mark right now on the channel, on the Nerdy Girl channel. So stay tuned. We got something exciting coming down the pipeline for you. And Tim, once again, my friend, thank you so much. Danielle, anything you want to sign out with?
Thanks, man.
No, don't forget to subscribe. Go follow Tim on Instagram. Show him some love. Go buy some SlabStrong cases. I call them cases. What should I call them?
Call them whatever you want, as long as you call them. You know the old line. No, we call them like bumper sleeves, whatever you want to say. Cases, bumper sleeves, but yeah.
Protectors.
Protectors, yeah. Protectors.
All right, guys. Thanks, guys.